We're in Atlanta as day 2 of the SEC Media Days.
We come to you live from inside the College Football Hall of Fame.
Arch, what's up, man? You look sharp, dude.
It's been smooth. I mean, it has been fun talking to some of the media. We just getting started going in the creative room right now.
This is a new year, new faces, new team, and obviously expectations are high for our program, but I'll also say we're the University of Texas, and the standard is a standard here, and that's competing for championships year in and year out. It's about what we do, and that's taking action and doing things the right way.
I just met Arch Manning. He walked by, shook hands, and I can hardly talk. This is a moment that we have not seen many like. Arch Manning about to meet the media.
Amongst many storylines for the 2025 football season, one of the biggest may be surrounding the Longhorns' starting quarterback, Arch Manning. A famous last name paired with a great opportunity has led to many high expectations.
I think we're on a little different level right now than we've maybe been. You know, I wasn't here for Vince and Colt and what that looked like, but I think the position of QB1 at Texas is a position that garners a ton of attention, right? You couple that with the Manning last name, 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks and 1 on the way. I think that garners its own attention too. And you put those 2 things together, I do think there's some expectations out there for him, and some of them are very realistic. I think some of them probably aren't fair, but that comes with the territory, and that's part of just getting him to understand that.
Manning has the first down inside the 10 to the goal line. Arch Manning.
I think at the end of the day, every time I've been in these situations is focus on what you can control and then enjoy what you get to do every day. And he gets to be the quarterback at the University of Texas. It's been a lifelong dream of his.
I want to go to Texas.
Manning taking a shot on the post. Room service. Wide open. Wingo. Touchdown.
He has been incredibly impressive. The physical ability is undeniable.
I always thought of Texas as just this big powerhouse football program. You know, you've heard the stories about Vince and then Colt, and then watching Sam Ehlinger play. Saw him play in New Orleans at the Sugar Bowl. That was impressive. So I just knew it was a big-time powerhouse. Football was serious, and I always kind of wanted to be a part of it. I always kind of had Texas on my mind.
I want him to enjoy this journey that he's about to go on with his teammates and minimize the outside noise, you know, because there's going to be one article written of how great he is, and the next article is going to be written of how overrated he is. Neither one of them really matters. What matters is what he does every day with his teammates, and then ultimately how he plays on Saturdays to give us the best chance to be successful.
No matter what anyone says, it will be the action on the field that does the talking. But for now, Arch is just focused on being a good teammate.
I'm just trying to grow as much as I can as a leader, leading the offense and leading the team, because the coaches have told me the team goes as the quarterback goes, so I got to bring the juice and energy every single day and be consistent with that.
Coaches and players, some thoughts about this journey we're about to embark on. On the habits you have for today, are they aligned, are they on par with the dreams you have for tomorrow, for this season? Because I know where we all want to go. I get it. I get it. National championship. National championship. National championship. You know what I want? I want really good practice. That's what I want. I want really good practice. Being present. Being where our feet are. We got day 1 tomorrow. That's what the challenge is asking of us. Day 1. Is that fair?
We back, baby. Let's do it.
Yeah. 10-5.
We back, fall camp.
Part of the message is get back to building a solid foundation. That's the key component, right? We don't just get to pick up where we left off. We have to go back to the basics. Everybody sitting in the seats in our team room is assuming new roles on this team, new responsibilities. You know, whether you're a new face that just got here, whether you're a first-year player that's grown into a second-year player and more playing time, whether you're a third or fourth-year player and assuming some of those leadership responsibilities. So everybody's assuming new roles, new responsibilities. So I think laying a solid foundation.
Fall camp is definitely tough, but it's fun because, you know, we're one step closer to the season, and now all the hard work we put in the winter and the spring ball and the summer, now we can go play football and let it all loose.
The most excited I've ever been for fall camp. It's gonna get really competitive.
I'm super excited. We got a younger team than past years, but we're full of energy. We're ready to roll.
The practice here, the intent here, all of our coaches are pushing us to the standard. And the standard must remain the standard at the University of Texas.
You know, the hot days of all the hard workouts, a lot of hard work that we put in throughout June and July. It's just exciting knowing that the season's right around the corner and all this hard work, you know, we'll be able to show it.
I'm working on everything. Nothing's perfect, so catching jugs, that's doing releases, top of the route stuff, cone drills, anything to be at my best.
Every minute detail we need to really hone in on and practice. And so every day we go out there with the intent and the drive to kind of do everything that we need to do.
Defensively is just becoming closer as a unit, learning what your teammates are doing in their position and really gathering a better sense and understanding of the defense so we can play as one unit and not as a bunch of individuals.
Our communication, our togetherness, just being a physical defense.
Just me and Taff on the back end, keeping everybody positive in the secondary. Just if somebody catch a ball on us, like, we got to stay up. So just being more vocal and staying positive with the secondary.
Just try to build every day and stack days. You can have a good day but not let the next day kind of slip off. Just try to build days and be consistent because we're going to need to be good throughout the year and late in the season if we want to accomplish what we want to accomplish.
The Longhorns are in full camp mode. Among many talented players on the roster, a couple players are experiencing fall camp in Austin for the first time.
So I transferred to Texas because of the competitive football team they have. You know, 2 back-to-back playoff teams. It's a big deal. Not a lot of people can do that, and I think they're the most recent one to go back-to-back like that. Competition here is what separates it. I think every single player here is draft potential. So during practice, even competing against guys that are about to get drafted and going out there with a team that's going to go give it everything they got to win every game and try and win a national championship is what sells it for me.
Just felt like home from the portal visits, and it just was the best fit for me. I'm super excited. I'm just ready to get to work and compete.
You know, all the fans out here, they're all rooting Texas. The whole city's orange. I think most of the state is orange. It's probably just the most recognizable brand. You know, nothing you do is going to be unseen.
Right here.
The Longhorns will face a great opponent to start the season as they head to Ohio State to take on the defending national champions. A trip to the Shoe doesn't come often for the Longhorns. The last time they played in Columbus was in 2005, and it was one to remember.
2nd down and 9 at the Ohio State 24. Wide right, Brian Carter, and a slot right, Billy Pittman. On the short side of the field, split left, Limas Reed. 2nd down from the left hash. Has it. Vince, back to pass. Looking with a lot of time. Lofts it in the corner. It's caught. It's a touchdown for Texas. What a catch.
We knew it was going to be hard to take it down and score just by being balanced and traditional, so felt like we had a shot. So we just took a shot deep to Limas, and again, Vince Young, one of the best players, obviously, to ever play college football, because he was such a clutch player. He won so many games when the game was on the line, and it seemed like he got better and stronger as the game went on, and he makes the perfect throw. And Limas has to beat bump. He gets it over the outside corner. You got a safety and a corner underneath him, and the ball's thrown perfectly to the outside for a touchdown. You want to kill the clock. We score with a little over 2 minutes left. You'd rather there be no time left to give it back to them, but that's team football. We score, there's 2 minutes left, defense goes out, forces a turnover, and kills the game.
Takes off. Fumble, no question. Ball loose. Texas, Robson's got it to the 20-yard line.
The Ohio State program is very much like the Texas program. You're in a major city, you're in the capital, You're in a state where high school football is really, really important. And there's a tremendous amount of pride, pressure, privilege at both of these schools. And the fact that they haven't played very much was really, really cool for us to go up there in 2005. They had never lost a game at night against an out-of-conference opponent. And I mean, you couldn't hear one word, and it was so much fun. They were pumped, 106,000. It was really, really a special game, and one that lived up to the hype. And we really had so much respect for Ohio State and for Jim Tressel that we felt like that there were three great teams that year, USC, Texas, and Ohio State. And the winner of that game would play USC for the national championship, and that's exactly what happened.
Texas does fight hard. That Ohio State has the final word.
There's a lot to be learned in the game of football. This is another piece of adversity that we got to get on the other side of.
The 2025 Longhorns have a new season of opportunity ahead. After just falling short of the national championship 2 years in a row, this new team is ready to get started.
After that last game, being inside that locker room, it's always tough because I've had a lot of friends kind of come and go in the past, and that game was really hard. And as summer kind of progressed, we kind of used that as motivation, as we need to win that last game. We need to win the last game to get to the last game.
It wasn't good enough, and that's the motivation for me this whole year. It wasn't good enough, and there's a reason that I came back, and it's not just to go through the motions, it's to finish the mission.
I always put in the back of my head the last game. You never want that feeling. So that's going to play a big part. You playing the same team again, so we're going to have that edge and that chip on our shoulder.
Every time in workouts, when times get hard, it's hot outside, or we got one last rep, we try to use that as motivation to keep pushing.
Nice and easy. Good. Nice job. Nice job. Nice job.
Those early non-conference games, big-time games like that, serve as great motivators in the summer and in training camp. It's a heck of an opportunity. It's a heck of a challenge. We're looking forward to it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's roll.
You know, there's a standard here of excellence, and I think all of us can agree, you know, coaches, players included, we came here to win championships, obviously to compete for them and then to win them.
Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Nice job, man. Nice job.
Heroes come and go, but legends are forever, and the way to become legendary is to be a champion.
Get off race, Mark. Way to run. Throw darts right here, man. Throw darts. Come on, man. 3, 1, 2, 3. Come on,